Hello, my name is Rada Woot. I'm a half-Thai American who works with my mother at a motel in Thailand. I like this place because it is full of foreign tourists daily. Unlike my mother didn't like me having trouble with the guests at the motel. She would always say to me, "Foreigners are not sincere." All he wanted was a pussy and an elephant. But I never listened to my mother until one day. Ma and I having lunch, watching the television showing Rambo. I told Ma that I had just met a woman. It might be love.
Oh, no, not again. Don't be innocent. I didn't write you to be stupid.
Ma hates foreigners. She has memories that she doesn't have with a foreigner named Sergeant Marshall Henderson. I remember the sergeant well, not Daddy, he sang in English, my first and only language at that time. One day, the three of us went to the market near the pier. I saw 6 pigs squeezed into a cardboard box amidst the sound of the butcher's knife. I began to cry. They were just pigs. Mom laughed, leaned down and patted me on the back.
Congratulations. Happy birthday, kiddo.
I stared at him dumbfounded and took the pig in my arms. He was seen talking to his mother. They spoke without looking at each other. After that, Mom never talked about Sergeant Major Marshall again. After eating with Ma, I have been combing the motel beachfront for trash and noticed Clint Eastwood sniffing an American girl in a bikini. "I'm sorry," from afar she said it was okay. I told you the pig's name.
This pig's name is Clint Eastwood.
Oh, this pig is so cute! I'm Elizabeth Lizzie. Nice to meet you.
We talked and got to know each other. She was an interesting woman, so I decided to invite her to ride an elephant together.
Oh wow! That's an elephant, right?
She clapped her hands and laughed. She turned to me and smiled. Surichai lifting weights in the yard. I saw Lizzie in a bikini. His limbs became weak. For a moment I was afraid he might the weight on his feet.
Bye. Tell that girl to put on some clothes. Bikinis don't ride. It's covered with animals. And most importantly, the elephant is our national symbol. What is even to whole country? And draw the blood until in my underwear? Huh?
In the end, I took off my shirt and gave it to Lizzie. Before we ride the elephant. We were riding an elephant and enjoying the view. She told me a story about her boyfriend, Hunter. Her boyfriend, the brat, left her last night at their hotel on the other side of the island.
Hunter left me last night at hotel. That Bartus left me and went with a prostitute.
She deserves better than this. And we would both laugh. After Lizzie and I rode the elephants, we went our separate ways.
Don't think I don't know. I saw you riding elephant with that Farang slut in a bikini. Remember who raised you all these years.
I make my way down the beach with Clint Eastwood, heading towards the lights of the restaurant. It is an outdoor restaurant with low candlelit tables set on the sand and is very romantic. Although I would hesitate to spend a lot of money on what Ma called second-class seafood and a third-class atmosphere. But Lizzie suggested we meet there for dinner tonight. When we get to the restaurant, Lizzie is seated at one of the tables, candlelight flickering on her face. Clint Eastwood races ahead and nuzzles his snout in her lap. But her face doesn't light up the way it did this afternoon.
Hello.
Something's wrong? You're not happy.
Hunter is here.
Your ex-boyfriend?
No, my boyfriend.
Here?
Yeah, don't turn around. He sat right behind us with his friend.
At that moment, a large foreigner swooped across from our table.
Is that you feel, Lizzie? Oh, Lizzie, I have missed you so much. I had it when just live like that. I'm being very sick about you. I'm sorry about last night, darling, okay? I'm very sorry. It's just a misunderstanding, you know?
We can talk about this later, Hunter.
Yes, I think you should talk to her later.
I look over at Lizzie. It seems she is about to cry. And up. Clint Eastwood awkwardly stood up and followed me out. I want to hold your hand and run to the motel. Clint Eastwood and I return to the motel. We are the only ones on the beach. I thinking with what I suppose is grief about all the American girls I have loved. Girls named Pamela, Angela, Stephanie, Joy, and now Lizzie. One of the girls sent me a postcard of Miami once.
Hi, sweetie. I just want to say hi and to thank you for showing me a good time when I was over here. I'm in South Beach now. It's spring break. And let me tell you, it is not half as beautiful as it is where you are. If you ever make it out to the US of A, look me up, okay?
Which was nice of her, but she never told me where to look her up and there was no return address on the postcard. I'd taken the girl to see phosphorescence in one of the island's bays, and when she told me it was the most miraculous thing she'd ever seen, Elle told her Elle loved her. But the girl just giggled and ran into the sea. Every time they do that, I'll swear I'll never love another, and I'm thinking about Lizzie and Hunter sitting at the restaurant now, and how this is really the last time I'll let myself love one of her kind. Halfway down the beach, I find Sirachai sitting in a mango tree. He's hidden behind a thicket of leaves, straddling one of the branches, leaning back against the trunk.
You look terrible. Something happened to this friend girl.
When I settle myself into the tree, I start to tell Sirachai everything.
You love this girl? I have known you all these years, and that's the one thing I will never be able to understand. Why you keep falling for these friend girls? It's like you're crazy for hard-headed, plenty of nice tigers around. Girl without plane tickets.
I know. I don't think they like me though. Something about the way they look. I don't think my nose is flat enough.
That may be true, but they don't like me either, okay? And I have got the front chestnut on the island.
We sit silently for a while, perched on that mango tree like a couple of sloths listening to the leaves rustling round us. I see Clint Eastwood jogging out to meet a group of Farangs making their way down the beach. I call out to him, telling him to stay, but my pig's not listening to me.
Is that fucking big again?
They all laugh, make rude little pig noises. The American boys gave chase and tried to tackle Clint Eastwood to the ground. They tried to corner the pig and trapped him.
Clint Eastwood is getting tired. He couldn't run anymore. He is an old pig.
What?
He reaches for a mango and with a quick sweeping motion throws the fruit out to the beach. It hits one of the boys squarely on the shoulder. What the fuck? I hear the boy yell, looking in the direction of the tree, though he continues to pursue Clint Eastwood. They have him surrounded now, encircled. There's no way out for my pig. Our mangoes sail through the night air. Some of them miss, but some meet their target squarely in the face, on the head, in the abdomen. Some of the mangoes hit Lizzie by accident, but I don't really care anymore. Suddenly, Clint Eastwood escapes without anyone noticing. I saw my pig running into the ocean. Its nose jutted out onto the dark, pressed surface of the sea. There was a glimmer of light all around, as I was throwing each mango with all my strength.